Hello and welcome to this video on the S3 elective options process. As a school, we have 4 key aims, and the S3 elective is about increasing your levels of attainment and achievement, and also focusing on making sure that you're supported to have the opportunity to succeed within your education. So one of the things about your attainment and achievement as you move through school is that often you'll look at areas like the subjects you've just chosen in specialisation for S3 next year, and all those choices and career pathways you've thought about are key parts of the curriculum. But there's also other things that happen, things called interdisciplinary learning, which is about learning across different subjects at the one time. And it's also looking at how we can recognise your achievements through some qualifications if we can, and something much wider than just being within a class learning a subject. Achievement is also about other lives of the school outside what you normally do in those classes. If it's physics or modern studies, it's about something completely different. And what we often talk about is that is referred to as wider achievement. And you might have heard about that in S5 and S6. They do quite a lot in terms of wider achievement, getting ready for the world of work beyond school. For all of you throughout your school career, from the age of 3 all the way through to 18, are part of something called developing the young workforce. That's about getting you ready to go to the next step. If it's college, if it's university, if it's a job, as any career at all. It's about young people developing interests and strengths and skills and aspirations about something different, just about I want to do chemistry or I want to do biology. A range of partners you would hope to support this, and it's about that exciting journey throughout your school. And you see there's a wee roadmap there. You guys are about the wee bit that says subject choice, just about there in the middle. You're just about getting ready to enter the senior phase after this year, so it's really about planning for what comes next after that. And the purpose in the S3 elective is all about trying to get you to think differently than just the normal subjects that you'd be doing. So what does that look like at St Mungo's? Well, our S3 electives have a focus in skills development related to the world of work through specific courses. These courses are fully accredited, and at all times what we will try and do is maximise your achievement and recognise that by getting you qualifications as we can across the curriculum. It allows for you to learn something different outside the standard subjects, so it's a chance to think a wee bit differently about what you're doing. And also gets you the opportunity to link skills in a range of contexts in an unfamiliar setting, so something that's completely different to what you normally do. So that will be 1 period per week for you, and the subject options you see are on the screen. So travel and tourism, science, classics, enterprise, sports leader, dance leader and creative industries. Now some of these have really obvious things, like science, for example, about learning some of the skills you develop if you're working in a science career. Classics is taught within the modern languages department, and that's something slightly different. That came about ancient Greece. It's about learning the different cultures and civilizations, and it can be really interesting, but also develops your literacy skills as you go. Jumping back up to the top with travel and tourism. Travel and tourism is looking at that travel industry, which is key to Scotland as an economy in terms of what we do and how we make money as well. But it's also about how we support people to go to different destinations, about how that actually works. Enterprise, you could be the next apprentice for Alan Sugar. That's what that's all about. It's about how you be entrepreneurial, think about how to make money, different ways to actually lead things. And sometimes that could be through charities, it could be through various means, but it starts to get you to think about how potentially you could make some money. Sports leader is one where it's about, obviously, as it says, sports leader, but learning instead of being the person who just involves in the sport, but how would you lead that? How would you get other people to learn how to play tennis? It's about being the leader there, and the same with dance leader. It's the same idea of being a leader within a physical environment like that. And then finally, creative industries is very much linked to art and the performing arts. It's about being creative and looking at the types of industries and career paths that would be out there through that as well. So you'll have received an email from me, and in that email there will be a link, and when you click it you'll go to a form, and what I would like you to do is add in your forename, your surname, the tutor class that you're in, option 1, so that would be the one you want to do most, and then a reserve option. Each of the classes have got a capacity, so I can only fit so many people into a class, so therefore if I can't fit you into your first choice, then we'd use your reserve. So please don't just think I'll stick any old thing down for my reserve. Some of the subjects are often very, very popular, and I will have to use your reserve to do that. So I'm going to leave you with one wee quote here. Our young people are ambitious and better prepared for the world of work through progressive learning that connects them more directly to employment. They are resilient, adaptable, and understand the value of the skills they are acquiring. For some of you, just as you start your journey into third year as part of that developing the young workforce, you may be potentially 18 months or so away from going into employment or something different. And this is an opportunity for you to really think about developing a skill set out with your normal subjects. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you make the correct choices moving forward for your S3 elective, and please do them as soon as possible. Thank you.